Today we're going to go ahead and do a video on your to be deposited little module that you see here. Now you can find this under banking on your left hand side. Once you click on banking, you'll be able to view this. It's the stack of cash that you see here. Now the first thing to remember whenever you're doing any deposits, the best thing to do a deposit is do your deposit in groups. Do a grouped deposit. Now what I mean by that is if we were to go into our reconciliation and pull up one of our bank accounts, pull up this one here, if we clicked on this bank deposit, it would go ahead and pull up the different deposits that make up that one particular bank deposit. Okay, now why this is actually a better idea than depositing individual transactions is because of the fact that it makes it so much easier when it comes to reconciliation. So this to be deposited would work with whenever you have any POS transactions and they end their period. You would be able to, instead of depositing each transaction, you would go ahead and do a group transaction. So whenever you're doing a reconciliation, it makes it so much easier. You would just see one line bank deposit. You can double click to zoom in and show you exactly what actually makes up those deposits. So much cleaner, much easier to use when it comes to doing your reconciliation and your banking. Alright, so that's the first thing to remember is definitely do group deposits. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on this button here, your to be deposited section. There's a few things that you actually have to remember when it comes to doing a deposit through this window here. Now, I always recommend to do auto deposits. Now, what auto deposits mean is each type of payment will be grouped and deposited together. So every credit card will be deposited together. Each cash transaction or each cash group will be deposited together. Every EFT will be deposited together, so you get the picture. So basically each payment method will be deposited as a separate entity to the individual accounts that it belongs to. Now before we actually do auto deposit or before we click this, there's a couple preferences that you need to make sure you have set up. So again, let's close this out. I'll say no to that. On your left hand screen, go ahead and scroll all the way down until you find Utilities, Preferences, and Accounts. Now once you're under Accounts, you would look for this little button that you see here, Auto Deposit Accounts. You want to make sure that you have set up where you want the accounts or the payment methods to deposit. For instance, if a customer uses a credit card, I want it to deposit in my Visa account, my bank account, Visa. If they use cash, I want it to go directly to the bank. If they use the MasterCard, Visa, check will also go into the bank. So again, make sure that you have these defined under your preferences before you do any auto deposits. Okay, so let's go ahead and click Save. Close this out, and we'll go right back into, scroll all the way up to your banking. Now let's go back to your to be deposited. Now again, once you're here, you can either click on any one of your deposits and deposit them individually just like so, okay? Or you can do your credit cards individually because they do come in individually. You can do that just like so. Or what I recommend is just using your auto deposit. Now to use your auto deposit, it's very simple. Again, just make sure you choose your bank account, define your date, the specific department that you're working with, and then just click auto deposit. Now it's going to ask if you would like to go ahead and continue to automatically create deposits for the tendered accounts. Now these are the accounts that we just set up under preferences. So that's the reason why you have to do that first. Since we've already done that, we're going to go ahead and click yes. And there you go. Very simple. It's already done the deposit, so we'll go ahead and click cancel. Okay, so if you would like to view your deposits that we just made, really simple, just go to your bank account report that you see here, click on that, And here you'll actually be able to view your transactions that we just deposited. So again, we want to sort on today's date. You can scroll up here. And there we go. Now you see all of the deposits that we've actually done. And as you can see, it's actually chosen the different bank accounts because we've actually set up the preferences under auto deposits. And it's deposited those transactions to the exact bank accounts that we have defined. So again, really simple things. Once you've gone ahead and checked out your bank account report, now you can go ahead and go to reconcile and reconcile those deposits. Again, if you'd like to view what makes up that particular deposit, you just double click, and there you go. Now you'll see the group. Alright, really easy stuff. That makes up your trading for To Be Deposited. Thank you very much.